What's going on, folks out there? I'm Amos Morale III, and welcome to our prep preview show. I'm joined by NOLA.com, the Times-Picayune prep writer, Josh Preston. Josh, how are you doing today?
Doing well. Can't wait to get another season started.
All right, well, let's talk about that season, and specifically let's talk about that season and how it's going to go for a couple schools in the River Parishes area. Who are some teams out of there that what are some big storylines you've been following?
Well, Destrehan, obviously, they're coming back this year as the favorite. They've been undefeated in the district the last couple seasons, and you know, obviously, they lost a lot of guys. Kirk Merritt to Oregon, Alfred Smith to now Louisiana Tech, and obviously a few other guys. But they're really reloading well. They have a lot of good receivers, and I think John Williams is going to be a really special player for them this year. Cohen Grenier at the quarterback spot is now taking over since Marquise Darrensburg is now at East St. John. And you know, I think they're going to be a really good offense and a really fun offense to watch. Maybe a little bit more explosive than they were last year.
How about them on defense? I know last year had a really strong defense. Had a couple guys signed with D1 schools. How are they looking on that side of the ball?
Yeah, they're going to be stacked on that side as well. Obviously, they've got Glenn Logan, who's committed to LSU, Gerald Wilbon, who's a Texas commit, and those two are the big guys and they'll really plug up the middle. It's going to be really tough to run on those guys. Alex Zaid is another really good player, linebacker, Tyjon Sanchez as well. And in the secondary, they lost 3 of the 4 starters, but they do have the one guy that's coming back is Kendall Anderson, and he's a pretty big hitter back there. Has some pretty good ball skills, so I think he'll kind of hold that side down.
All right, now you mentioned their quarterback situation, and one of their quarterbacks from last year transferred to this next school we want to talk about, and that's East St. John. What's going on with them?
Yeah, that's a really interesting situation so far. Kind of unfortunate for Marquise. He's currently ineligible, but they're hoping to hear back from him later this month, maybe early September, as far as a ruling on whether or not he'll be able to play. But if he can't, they have a couple of guys, Alvin Jackson and Dewey, that they think may be able to step in and just kind of replicate. Coach Foster try to build an offense around those two guys. And they also have Dontre Allen, who's a really tough special player. He's mostly a defensive back, but they'll use him on both sides as well. Same for DeMonte Coxey, who's the fabulous receiver that is committed to LSU. They also use him on the defensive side.
All right, and he's a recent commit. He kind of came out of nowhere, literally. Right. Like he just sort of showed up at East St. John. It seems like, and it's like a legend almost.
Yeah, he's coming in from Terra. He was previously at Terra, and he transferred in. And just even in the spring practices and inter-squad scrimmages and things like that, we just saw, he's just kind of exploding off the screen, and he's going to be one to watch for sure.
All right. Now, what do you think about those teams' chances to make the Dome? Obviously, Destrehan's got to be a favorite for you. You sound very confident in the Destrehan program. Right. But what do you think about their chances to make it to the Dome in December?
Yeah, I think, as you said, I think Destrehan does have the best chance out of the teams that we're talking about here. As I said, they've got Cohen, and I think with him having another year of experience under his belt, he played a lot towards the end of last year, about a lot in the last 4 or 5 games, and played really well against West Monroe. I think they kind of gave him the nod in the state championship game. I think his development with Karan Taylor, who's going to be replacing Will Matthews in the backfield, I think he's going to be a really good player for him too.
All right. Well, folks, that's about all the time we're going to take from you today. And be sure and check out our other prep preview shows. And for Josh Preston, I'm Amos Morale III. Thanks for watching.